Now then, ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Today is a pretty big day for the channel. This is the first of my new series that are hopefully coming soon. This is going to be a weekly event, if you want to call it that. Essentially, it's going to be Blu-ray hunting. So if none of you have any idea what that is, essentially I go into my local town, which for me is Boston, Lincolnshire, and I go around all the shops that sell Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, whatever, and essentially I just show you what's just come out this week and then talk about it and have a laugh and a joke and what have you. I don't know. Let's just see how we get on. But yeah, so this is the first episode of Blu-ray hunting. This week it's, I've done this on Tuesday the 1st of October. The new Blu-rays came out yesterday, I'd like to say. The new one was Elton John's Rocketman. Last week was Aladdin, which I missed. I wanted to get out and do my first episode of this last week, but I never got a chance to do it because I was absolutely lashing it down. So yeah, it's not much better today. I don't know if you can see this. Call that rain. Shit fun. Yeah, it's like really shit out there, so this is going to be really fun. But yeah, I wanted to get the first episode out for ages. Ignore the hair for a start. I've just had it cut and I just don't want to sit where I wanted to sit. And two, I am knackered. I haven't got a lot of sleep. So yeah. But yeah, so let's get into it. See you there. See you in Boston. Oh my days, this is fucking shit. Yeah, so essentially, for those of you that don't know, I don't drive, so I have to get the bus. So I'm in Coningsby, getting fucking drenched through rain. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just on the way to the bus now. It takes me about 40 minutes to get into Boston. Once I've done that, oh fucking hell, that's shit. Once I've done that, I'll see you there. See you in a bit. Go from there to about there to Boston there. There you go. Hopefully see you there if this rain doesn't let up between then and now. When I came to edit this video, I realised the audio was shit, so this is the first piece of dubbing I'm going to do. So this was just supposed to be a quick little bit about the airbase near where I live, RAF Coningsby obviously. As you can see, there's a shit ton of planes. Feels like Top Gun, doesn't it? So yeah, and just as we get here, you can see the plane taxiing around. Took this on the bus, that's why the picture is a little bit weird. Yeah, there you go, there's the plane taxiing around.
1 hour later.
So ladies and gents, welcome to sunny Boston for the first time. It's got even worse, the rain, so I picked a great day to do Blu-ray hunting. Anyway, so I've just got off the bus. I'm just about to walk into town. I think the plan of action is hit British Heart Foundation first, because I know they have a couple of Blu-rays in there. And then maybe HMV, do Poundland, then HMV, and probably CEX and home. Alright, see you in there. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys something quick. Don't know how many of you lot know much about Boston, but there's a massive church in the middle of here, cathedral type thing. It's called the Stump, the Boston Stump. If I turn you around, there you go. Look at that. Tall bastard, I wouldn't want to climb that, but yeah, so I'll see you in British Heart Foundation next. See you in a bit. Pretty much a British Heart Foundation, just around here. Go ahead and have a look, see if they've got anything new since the last time I've been in. Looking for Blu-rays and DVDs and shit, so yeah, see you in there. So first up we have arbitrage, apocalypto and education, and then I pick out Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart, and in VHF it was £2.99. As in the last couple of times we've seen it in Poundland, it was £2. And then we got Face Off, the classic with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. I watched Chris Stuckman's review of John Travolta's new movie, The Fanatic. Oh, it's so funny. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, I'll put a clip in now just for like the bands. Anyway.
Hey, Aaron.
Chocolate mousse.
I can't talk too long. I gotta poo.
And then we've got Hitman, Agent 47, based on the game, which was £2.99 also. Most of these ones in BHF are £2.99. And you've got National Treasure 2 with Nicolas Cage, which I'll put to the side because I'm thinking about getting. And then we have Source Code, Star Trek 3D special edition of the original, the first Star Trek movie with Zachary Quinto and all them lot. And Chris Pine, that's £2.99. That's a good deal. I've not seen that anywhere else. And now we're getting into the DVD parts. So that's pretty much it for Blu-ray. It's only a small section, but still pretty good for what it is. Next up, we're in Poundland. First up, I pick up The Infidel with Homage Lily, which was £2, like most of them all. And then we have Shrek, The Final Chapter, The Tournament, Ghost Dimension, and I see Lion, which, if I'm not wrong, it says on there, which stars Dev Patel and Rooney Mara, which is supposed to be pretty good. So I still haven't picked that one up from Poundland, but it's one I'm keeping my eye on for when I feel like there's nothing else. Then we have My Week with Marilyn, which stars Michelle Williams and Kenneth Branagh mainly, and Eddie Redmayne, and also Emma Watson. Pretty star-studded cast. I've never seen that in Poundland. That's a brand new one. So yeah, got some of the other ones that are usually in there. Pacific Rim, which I've picked up from Poundland before. I already have, but still a good pick up for £2, considering the new one's still, it was £8. It's probably gone up again now in HMV. Let's put it back. Next up we have Humanity's End, which I've never seen here before. It's one of them funny titles. Looks like Pacific Rim. Don't know who's in it or anything, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks very similar to Pacific Rim, alien fighting type thing, battling robots, like it's like Rock'em Sock'em robots. Next up we have The Other Woman, which stars Cameron Diaz, Kate Upton, and it came out in 2014. Also starred Leslie Mann as well. Next we have The Nice Guys there. That's a very good movie. And right next to that I pick out The Impossible, which stars Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, looking really young there, and one of my favourite actors, Ewan McGregor and Naomi Watts. It's about the tsunami that happened in 2004, I'd like to say. Yeah, it happened in Thailand in 2004. Next up we have The Martian, which I already have, but if you notice there, it's the 3D version for £2. It's still quite a lot in HMV, but for a 3D that's a really good title. Stars quite a lot. Matt Damon, it stars Sean Bean as well, Jessica Chastain, Kate Mara. So yeah, so now we get back to what's left of the Blu-rays. Next up we have Hercules, which stars The Rock. So yeah, that was a good pick-up too. Next up we have Independence Day 2, which had Jeff Goldblum, Liam Hemsworth, a couple of others. Unfortunately, Will Smith didn't come back to play his part. But so next up we look at the next shelf of Blu-rays, and I first pick up Assassin's Creed, starring Michael Fassbender as himself and the assassin. I'll pick that up because I think that's going to be pretty good. That's one of the only real video game movies I really enjoy. Barton Radio. Then I'll pick up I Am Bolt, which I watched on the BBC. It's Usain Bolt's career up until he broke the Olympic record in 2012. So that's also a good pick up. It's the first time I've seen that in here. Then we have Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, the film version, that's £2, that stars Gary Oldman, and along with Colin Firth, Tom Hardy, John Hurt, Toby Jones, Mark Strong, Benedict Cumberbatch and Ciarán Hinds, which was a really good movie at the time. Next pickup that I've seen in there, which was the only copy, was Rush with Daniel Brühl and Chris Hemsworth. I got the version with the slip on the front that was I got my Rush out of CEX with a nice lenticular on it. Next up we have the Hunger Games Catching Fire, which is the second in the Hunger Games trilogy, second in the Hunger Games of set of 4 movies with Jennifer Lawrence. That I got out of CEX as well, but that came in the DVD. And that's really about it on that shelf as well. So first up on this shelf we have The Tournament, which stars Ving Rhames, Robert Carlyle, Kelly Hu and Ian Somerhalder from Vampire Diaries. Next up we have Assassin with Danny Dyer, which came out 2015 with the Kemp brothers, Martin and Gary. Then the next thing I had my eye on was The Grey with Liam Neeson, where he has a plane crash and he has to fight off wolves. That's a pretty good movie, I've seen that a couple of times. And that Tournament and Assassin look pretty good as well, to be totally honest. Some really good Blu-ray pickups in Poundland at the moment. Next one up is the Mamma Mia movie with Meryl Streep, Amanda Seyfried and Pierce Brosnan. The 2008 one, not the new one, which is pretty good. Another good pickup for £2. All these Blu-ray pickups are good for £2. I think the next one I had my eye on was Alex Cross with Tyler Perry and Matthew Fox, done based on the James Patterson book. I think I saw that on Sky Movies when I had Sky Movies a good 5-6 years ago now, when that first came out and came on to Sky Movies. It was pretty good. And then the last thing I had my eye on, next to X-Men 3D, was Prometheus, the 3-disc collector's edition, which had the 3D and the normal Blu-ray as well, with an extra special disc. That's the first one of them I've seen in there in the last 6 months of Poundland, so it's good to pick it up, to be fair. So yeah, that's really it for Poundland, I think. Now we're going to move on to HMV. Just about to go in HMV. There's a big new release this week. What have they got in the window? What's up for pre-order? Game of Thrones, The Shining, Spider-Man, It's Part-Time in Hollywood. There's the one in today. There's Endgame, Detective Pikachu, all the old Pokemon stuff. There's last week's main release, Aladdin. Right, let's head into the shop. So we just walked in the front door of HMV, obviously, and first up I had my eye on a couple of vinyls that I thought I might look at, because ours are right in the door in Boston, and we've got some like Nina Simone, Jamie Cullum, John Coltrane, Miles Davis, all the jazz stuff. Some good prices there, $18.99. That's a nice cover. I'll check the price. That's a really nice cover. Miles Davis 2-2. Really like vinyl player. I just like looking at all the stuff. Just gone past H there, which I think I'll pick up. Yeah, H has just put out a new album, H2O, with Bust Down, which is a really good song. And some bits with it's got Taste, which is a song by himself. It's got some stuff with Steel Bangles, stuff like that. That's really good, and I think that's a really good price for a vinyl. What's that, $12.99? That's not bad, considering the CD's probably about the same price. Blink's new album, $24.99. Boys in the Hood, $29. It's the motion picture stuff with the motion picture soundtrack with, I can never remember his name, Ice Cube and the other guy that's in the movie with him. Ice Cube with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Lawrence Fishburne, which you don't see on the cover. It's not bad for £30. It's probably a collector's item more than anything. Creedence Clearwater. I like their song in Bad Moon Rising's in GTA 5. It's really good. I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 recently and leveling up, so that's good. And I like a lot of their music. I can't remember what the song is that plays in Die Hard 4.0, and it's also in Kong Skull Island. And then we just look at the two Gallagher brothers' most recent albums and some other bits and bobs, but nothing really that interesting. There's tons here, but I don't really have tons of time. I've got Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP, which is quite recent. I've got the Ariana Grande thing. I always think that album, when I see it on the shelf, is upside down, so I always go to turn it and I go, oh no, it's actually made that way upside down. But it's not too bad for 20 quid, to be fair. The CD's probably about a tenner, so for 2 CDs, one for you and one for your mum and dad, or whoever else, your partner, whatever. So then you got Del Rey, I just spot there, Bryan Adams, Jesus Christ, Blast from the Past for 20 quid. Red, Taylor Swift for 20 quid. It's the last album or the album before, so that's not bad. They've got quite a good load of deals on in HMV for vinyls at the moment. So yeah, that's really it for the vinyls. Now we're getting on to the Blu-rays. So first up, we're going to be looking at the chart, starting with the 4Ks and then moving into the Blu-rays and lastly the DVDs. So Rocketman, our new release, is $24.99. It's got the 4K and Blu-ray, and it's also got the sing-along edition on it. That's been the promotion for this movie, to be fair. Then we've got Endgame here, plus Infinity Wars. You can buy both at the same time. Original Aladdin on 4K and Blu-ray is 20 quid. That's not bad, to be fair, considering you'll see in a minute, but it's 15 quid for the normal one. So just for an extra $5 you get the 4K. It's not bad. And then Aladdin, obviously last week's new release on 4K, $26.99. Comes with the 4K and the Blu-ray, like most of them do. It's a nice slip on that as well. I enjoy that. Then we're into the MCU part. They've just released the Cap, Iron Man and Thor on 4K trilogies. Captain Marvel. There's Detective Pikachu, the week before last, I'd like to say, release. Then we have Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, Alita just above, The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Here's Johnny, and Red Rum, obviously on the back, Jack Nicholson. Doctor Sleep's coming out soon as well, which is pretty good. I'm looking forward to that, with Ewan McGregor, one of my favourite actors, Obi-Wan himself. Next up we have Hellboy, the 4K, only exclusive to HMV, just the 4K and the normal and the Blu-ray and your digital code. I prefer that cover to R1, that slip cover and that cover to R1 that I got for the normal Blu-ray. And then we have Saving Private Ryan with a sticker on the front that says buy one get one free, so pretty good. I like Saving Private Ryan, really good movie, along with Bumblebee and Us there. Really good. And I've got now we're moving into the Blu-rays. We've got Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, the TV series with Alec Guinness, which is $15.99. So if you want to pair it with the Poundland £2 Blu-ray that got earlier, you can pick up the series as well. Dumbo, the last Disney release before Aladdin. My sister likes that movie. That's pretty good and all. Now we're moving to some of the other ones. We've got Long Shot down there and How to Train Your Dragon. It's Extremely Wicked with Zac Efron and Lily Collins. And that obviously is pretty cheap, to be fair, $9.99. And that came out on Sky Movies first. It's a Sky original production, even though it came out on Netflix in the States. Next we have 8th Grade, which is an early Oscar contender, I hear. Really good. Hear nothing but good things about it. Now we're moving into the normal chart stuff. So we've got Aladdin, like I said earlier. 4K version's 20 quid. And the normal version on Blu-ray is 15. So yeah, there's Alita again. Just having a look. And then there's the new live action version for 15, I think, as well. And like I say, just quick, I just skipped over that a little bit, but if you follow that link to the HMV website, you'll earn a free exclusive framed poster signed by the entire Aladdin cast. Yeah, now just have a quick look at Chernobyl there. Shazam 3D, just glanced over that. I like the 3D cover better than the normal Blu-ray cover as well. Zorro 7th season on Blu-ray. Tolkien, I missed that in the cinema because I watched Endgame a couple of times. Another Lily Collins thing after Extremely Wicked with Nicholas Hoult, who next week we have Dark Phoenix, so Nicholas Holt's in that as Beast. Now we have John Wick chapters 1 through 3, Blu-ray collector's set, which is $22.99, and then the normal one's $15. Yeah, that horrible Hellboy cover, I hate that one, don't ask me why, I just really don't like it. But yeah, so that's that. Now we move on to Curse of La Llorona, which is in 2 for 25 quid or 15 quid on its own. So yes, I've heard some good things and heard some bad things about it. So yeah, what more can you say? Now this one pisses me off. I like The Mule. It's a really good movie. I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's one of Clint Eastwood's best movies. On the bargain bin last week, it was 8 quid. And then it went up to tenner, and now it's back up to 15 quid again. Why don't you just leave it in like the bargain bin for a tenner? I don't understand. They must have like had a price change or whatever. We have this week's new release. We'll move on to this week's new release, which is Rocketman, which is just the normal Blu-ray version for 15. And yeah, a ton of we've got 75 minutes of bonus content, extended musical sequences, 10 deleted and extended sings and sing-along. And yeah, I heard, my sister saw this in the cinema, I missed it, but yeah, I heard it's supposed to be really good with Taron Egerton, and Richard Madden's in it as well, and he is just been cast, well, I say just been cast, it's probably been about a month or so now since he's been cast in Marvel's new film The Eternals, and Jon Snow's in it as well, Kit Harington, so we've got both the Snow Stark brothers in the MCU now, so that should be good. Yeah, so I'll distract from that. Now we move on to the DVD chart. Chernobyl there for 15, Pikachu, Poldark, Killing Eve there with Rebecca Ferguson and Sandra Oh, I believe. Dog's Journey, some other stuff. Shazam, I like that Shazam cover, the DVD cover. Mayans MC, my dad has watched quite like that. It's the complete first season. It's supposed to be really good. It's the follow-up to Sons of Anarchy. So heard nothing but good things about it, and it's on the BBC as well, which is a good thing. Easy to get a hold of, you don't have to worry about having Sky or anything. And just down there, when I'm putting the DVD back, you can see True Detective with Mahershala Ali, which is one of the best series ever made, according to most people. Then we have Fleabag with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who played L3 in Solo. That's the first season of that, and yeah, it won quite a lot for quite a lot of the Emmys, I think. Yeah, Outstanding Comedy Actress was won by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and Lead Actress in a Comedy Series she won. So it's won quite a lot of good stuff. Fleabag. I never heard of it until a couple of months back, but yeah, it's supposed to be really good. Now we've got Wild Rose down here that I've heard quite a lot about with Jessie Buckley and Julie Walters. It's about her, it's a kind of Star Is Born type thing with Julie Walters, which should be good. There's my foot. We've got the original Pet Sematary down there with the new one, just going up. And we've got Chicago PD and Chicago Fire, season 5 for both. $12.99 each and 2 for 20 quid. My sister loves them. A Hustle, which I actually reviewed on the Weekend podcast, previewed, with Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway and Walking Dead there. And I think the last thing I look at on the DVD charts is Booksmart. I watch the John Campea show, and he watched it and he says it should be an Oscar contender. From the cover and what I've heard, it reminds me a lot of Edge of 17, which had Haley Steinfeld in it, and that was really good with Woody Harrelson as well. So yeah, that really completes the chart. So we're now going to move on to some of the other bits and bobs in HMV. So next up, we have something I don't normally see in other people's Blu-ray hunts, and it's the HMV staff picks. While these are going past in the background, I just wanted to say that usually there's a Blu-ray/DVD version as well, but I couldn't find it. Usually it's in the same spot every week, but I have a feeling they've moved it around since last time. So yeah, this is really the music stuff at the minute, showing all the staff picks for this week, I suppose, or this month. But yeah, so this one is Rag and Bone Man's album on vinyl, which is pretty good for the price, about 20 quid. So yeah, I'll just sit back, listen to music, and you read all the staff picks. If you want, if you miss something or you feel like I've just been too quick or what have you, just pause the video and then you can read like the little tags and stuff that they put in the CD cases. So yeah, see you in the next part of the video. So this is the part we all come for. This is the reason why we come to HMV. It's the bargain bin part. Well, before we start the Blu-rays, I thought I'd show you the old discount mugs and stuff. So we've got like a couple of Venom Marvel mugs in there. The Venom one's nice. The Harry Potter mug's alright. I like the R2D2 and 3PO one. And all like a couple of quid, £2, maybe £3. There's another Venom one. And then there's something else in there that I'll get to in a minute. Some Walking Dead ones. There's another Venom looks more like from the movie rather than the kiddie version. That's on the front. Another 3PO one. Donkey Kong barrel mug, which is pretty cool. That was quite cheap and all. That was about £2. No, I didn't say it on the label. It's Fear the Walking Dead, that one. There's a Deadpool one under there, but I don't think I'll get to it. Or Night of the Living Dead, sorry. There's a Fallout hot and cold mug. Got one of them in the cupboard. There's a Star Wars one and the lightsabers. I love this mug. If I had the money, if I didn't have already tens and thousands of mugs, I'd have this one. The one with the Infinity Gauntlet on it. And then we have the last real mug in there is a Deadpool one. And then Big Paulie's favourite, this is the thing that I wanted to get to, it's the pop. It's a pop vinyl, and it's a Porg. This was just shoved in the bargain bin. I know you can get the flocked versions of them where they're fleecy and stuff, but yeah, it's great, absolutely great. Big Paulie would be loving that one. He's got a big one, I think, huge one, like a good 30 inches sized. Oh, shouldn't make inch jokes, should I? But yeah, there is that, and then we just had the Friends mug as well, the last mug in there. Now we get on to the bargain bin DVDs, which first up we have the Elvis Presley The Searcher, including a 20-page photo book, which is £3.49. Then we have the Spectacular Spider-Man TV series, which was £2.49. We're going to have a look at Preacher Season 3, £6.99 on DVD. I got Preacher Season 1, if you checked out my Blu-ray haul, for quite about the same price, to be fair. Outlander Season 1 and 2, one of my sister's favourite shows on Amazon Prime, £10 for Season 1 and 2. Pretty good deal, to be fair, cut down from about £15, I believe. Missed Godzilla there when I was looking at it earlier, the original Godzilla on DVD. Now I picked up something. I used to love WWE, and Kurt Angle was sick. He was a really good wrestler. So yeah, that was a good one to have a look at. And A Beautiful Mind, Russell Crowe, the only Blu-ray in this bin, $3.99. Then we have the big one that everybody's seen, Laurel and Hardy, $14.99. Their full set of films, I believe. And then we'll have a look at the ones on the side. I'll let you read it. I'll let you read them. There's all the money in the world there on DVD. Couldn't find the Blu-ray set though. Star Trek, I think that's the original motion picture on a cheap deal. Didn't catch that. MacGyver, they've just recently redone MacGyver with Lucas Till and the guy from CSI. I watched it with my sister. So $29.99 for the original series, pretty good. Full series of DVDs and stuff. Now this is the Star Trek bin. Got tons of stuff. Ian Flux. Oh, that was a crap movie. I think it was that one anyway that I was thinking of. I looked at it. I think it's the full set anyway. $34.99. Yeah, the complete series for $34.99 on Blu-ray disc as well. I forgot about that bit. The odd little Blu-ray sale in here, but most of it's on the shelves that you'll see later. Where no one has gone before. That was a Blu-ray thingy for $29.99. Then we've got the 2008 Rambo movie, Just Before Last Blood, for $2.99 on DVD. $2.49 on DVD, sorry. Then we have the Tarantino Blu-ray box set for $12.99 with all the films on it. There's Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown and the 2 Kill Bills. Then we have the Hitchcock set of DVDs. You got Psycho, Rope, Saboteur, Rear Window, Shadow of a Doubt, a couple of others that I missed because I was too quick. And then we have the Oz series. Don't ask me what this is. This is a bit of a weird one, but I thought, right, so let's have a look. $13.99 for a full series of DVDs. Don't mind if I do, if I was interested in it. Next, we move over to the shelves, which is where most of our discount Blu-rays are. Last couple of weeks they've been in bins, but for this one, they're all on shelves. But yeah, we've got the DVD sets, we've got Audrey Hepburn up there, Dracula Untold, Curse of Chucky, a couple of other good ones, A Few Good Men, The Good Fight, another Hitchcock box set on there, quite a lot of Hitchcock box sets, and some others, Chappie, A Few Good Men again. I'm still going across the same lot. And then we got the third from bottom shelf, and then we're on the bottom shelf really. That's most of the DVDs. Scarface special edition box set that they've been doing recently, and it's all the DVDs. Will Ferrell set. Weird Science, $1.99 on DVD. Don't ask me why I picked that up, I just thought it was funny. Triple X, a double box set, not pointing out there. And got onto the Blu-rays. Hitchcock again. All Is Lost, which I picked up last week for a couple of quid. Double pack on Blu-ray of the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons for $3.99. That's a great deal. When they first came out, they were like 15 quid each, so for £3 now. Then we have the Audrey Hepburn set for $7.99. Let's look at the movies. Got Sabrina, Funny Face and Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's another good set for all you classic movie lovers. The Better Call Saul set, season 1 and season 2, is now £6 to go along with that Blu-ray deal that they still have on now, where you buy anything and you get the full set of Breaking Bad on Blu-ray for £12. The Blacklist, I don't know which season that was, the complete full series for a good price. And then we have these sets where they put everyone together, and it's got Dracula Untold, Seventh Son, Outcast and the 2 Man with the Iron Fists for $7.99. Then we got Chronicles of Riddick, the director's cut for $2.99. Another good deal. They'll pick up next the Clint Eastwood set on Blu-ray, the full 8 movie collection. I'd love to tell you what movies are on it. So we've got Coogan's Bluff, 2 Mules for Sister Sarah, The Beguiled, Play Misty for Me, Joe Kidd, High Plains Drifter, Breezy and The Eiger Sanction. I hope I pronounced them right. I'm not good with old movies. I know all these people, but I don't pronounce movies well. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. A lot of people have been picking that up. I've been seeing in Blu-ray hunts. 2 Cloverfield movies for $4.99. That's pretty good. Creature from the Black Lagoon next to it. They're ones that have caught my eye. Dunkirk for $6.99. That's quite a good deal now. A fantastic movie. I saw that in the cinemas. Being near RAF Coningsby and Battle of Britain, it kind of makes you want to go and see it. And then there's Dracula there I've just picked up. And you got the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s and 1000s box set, best of box sets. A 3D extended edition of the female Ghostbusters for $3.49 if it takes your fancy. Grimsby, I was talking about this the other week on Big Paulie's group chat. Somebody asked which movies have been filmed in your hometown that you thought were trash, and I obviously said Grimsby because I used to live in Grimsby. And there you go, $2.99 the week later. Godfather Part 3 on Blu-ray, $3.99. So many good deals in HMV, you can't get any better. There's a lot of anime here as well. I do certain animes, but I don't do them all. House of Cards, the first four complete series for a tenner on DVD. House of Cards Volume 6, I don't know if that's the final season as well, took my fancy. Obviously with Kevin Spacey in it, but we don't talk about him anymore. Kung Fu Panda, the first 3 movies for $6.99. That's another great deal. Pretty much all them movies. I glanced over Lawrence of Arabia, don't ask me why, but that's great. Magnificent Seven, I love this movie, the one with Chris Pratt and Denzel Washington and all the others that I can't remember their names. But it just had no price on it, otherwise I probably would have picked this up as well. And we got Meet Joe Black, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, and then a couple of still books. Big Paulie's seen quite a lot of these. These are like Chinese/anime movies, still books. For $2.49 you can't complain. Probably wouldn't watch it. I think it's called The Mermaid, I think. Now we move on, see all these passengers have caught my eye. 3D version and the normal for $3.49. I picked that up last week, or the week before, in the bargain bin. And then we have the normal passengers as well, which funnily enough is exactly the same price. So why would you not get the 3D and get both the discs for the same price? People, man. And then we got a shit ton of Resident Evils, the final chapters. The final chapter, sorry. And that was quite a cheap price, about £3 as well. Missed that. They're all the same price, about $3.49, I think. Some of them are 3Ds and some of them aren't. Riviera, recently watched this on Sky, got halfway through it with Julia Stiles, thought it was crap. But it's $3.99 for a full TV series, you can't complain. Oh, that also had Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones as well. Rough Night with Scarlett Johansson, $5. Now I've got to get down on the floor on my hands and knees. Secret Life of Pets, 3D version again for $4.99, pretty cheap. Oh, tons of Seed of Chuckies for $3.99 again. All these movies and everything that people have wanted for years, $3.99. Physical media, man, it's losing its money quick. It's so sad. And it look like we've got lightsabers on the front of this anime. Don't rob my lightsabers. They've got Snatch, $3.49. Got to take the pike in the face. That's my Irish accent for the day anyway. Who the fuck is that guy? We come over to all the Star Treks, a shit ton of Star Treks. Tons of steelbook, $7.99 for the Search for Spock. I think there's a Khan one in here as well, somewhere. Don't ask me where. I think that was the Search for Spock as well. More Search for Spocks. There's a couple others in there. You got all these ones. Oh. We have the Roddenberry Vault. It's just like deleted scenes and deleted things from Star Treks before, which I thought was pretty good. I never caught the price on that. Tintin 3D, I already got that, so I wasn't really interested. Transformers 5 movie collection there, just glanced over. It was a tenner. all 5 movies from the original to The Last Night. Truth or Dare, the only one, well it's shit, but the only one with a slip on it, it's $3.99 on the 21 and 22 Jump Streets. Triple X movie collection, Rocky, best of classic. Oh, I thought it was Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then just for you girls out there and you boys, the new Dora movie just coming out, Dora Party Pack for $7.99 on Blu-ray, I think. So yeah, bit of a joke there. I tried anyway. And then Friday Night Lights, the full set for $13.99 as well. American football series, the Goldbergs, that's on my, Channel 4 all the time. So yeah, that's really it for the bargain this week, sorry. But check back next week, see if we've got any more deals. This next part's just looking at the quick little shelf where they've put all the most recent, most popular TV series, DVDs, Blu-rays, what have you. So just gonna go through it quick. So basically the top shelf is all Westworld, then we have Ballers and Boardwalk Empire, a couple of Game of Thrones, and that's really it. And then we have, just here, this is all the cheap stuff that if you buy, you get it for how much? $3.49 for Hellboy, Jurassic Park, or just Jurassic World 3D for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 3D for $2.99 and Wrath of Khan Director's Cut for $2.99. So yeah, all pretty good to be fair. Next up we have the normal Blu-rays and 4Ks that have been released for ages. This is just the normal shelf where they keep everything. So yeah, first up we have A Simple Favour for $6.99. Sicario 2's there. Three Billboards is $7.99, 2 for £13. Vice $9.99 with Christian Bale. Tolkien's on there. Summer Holiday. Stratton. Saw this on Netflix. It's actually really good with Dominic Cooper. It's like an SAS type thing. Really enjoyed that. It might be a recommendation on the weekend podcast eventually. So yeah, that was Stratton and a couple of other little bits here and there. Searching's $9.99. It's exclusive to HMV, the Tarantino set. For some unknown reason, they put a lot of their deal stuff in on the normal shelves as well. Don't ask me why, but yeah, so that's all the normal stuff. First Man for $9.99. Now we head off to the 4K, so I'm going to go through most of the 4Ks. I've seen Annihilation, Aladdin there again for $26.99. Annihilation's $24.99. Avengers 3 movie collections, £40. Avengers Endgame. Black Hawk Down there, I haven't seen that in a long time. Bumblebee, $24.99. But also buy one get one free. The Captain America 3 movie collection that we were talking about earlier on the charts. Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson, £20. Creed, £20. And this Batman thing that took my interest, I didn't know what it was until I looked at it, and then I looked and it's the DC animated movie collection for £55. Quite a lot of money really for some animated movies, even though they're probably pretty good. Like The Killing Joke, I think I saw was on there. Don't Look Now, but it's the Steelbook, £30. We have Dunkirk again, Dynasties, The Equalizer Steelbook, with the Project Pop Art version. I've got 2 here for £30, my HMV. Got a couple of the Expendables. Fantastic Beasts is £25. Good Crimes of Grindelwald, that is. First Man and The First Purge, I missed both of them steelbooks, don't ask me why. And the Game of Thrones, the first season on 4K is $34.99. That's the first time I've seen that on our shelves. And Ghost in the Shell on the end, pretty good movie. Move down to the next shelf. Gladiator on the left, the Godzilla 4K that's only been out the last month or two. Gremlins for £20. Groundhog Day in there. Hansel and Gretel, which I have a look at, that's £20 with Gemma Arterton and Jeremy Renner. We have the Harry Potter collection, the Hellboy cover on the 4K that I really like. Hitman's Bodyguard, I love this movie with Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds. 20 quid. Prefer that cover to the cover we get and all that I got on the normal Blu-ray. Hook, if anybody remembers that, with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman, I think. Love that movie as a kid. Proper good kids movie. Incredible Hulk, everybody's been looking everywhere for with that special slip on the Blu-ray, the collector's slip. Then we move down to the John Wick 3 film collection again, which is 50 quid. Another steelbook. This is quite a nice steelbook, I like the look of that. 2 for 30 quid or 20 quid for the 4K and the Blu-ray, and a nice steelbook. I like that, I like the look of that. That's why it caught my eye. We've got Justice League, Karate Kid, the second Lego movie for $24.99. Lion King, Logan. I love that cover on that Logan as well. I wish that we had that on our normal ones as well. $21.99. Bit of a good deal on that. Move down to the next shelf. Got the Matrix sets, Mission Impossible Fallout Steelbook. Still got a couple of them in. Didn't see the price on them. Didn't see the price on that. Didn't see the price on that one either. We have the Mummy collection there. Pacific Rim Uprising Steelbook with the 4K and the normal Blu-ray. Got 2 of them. The new Pet Cemetery based on Stephen King's book. Right now we also have the It movie out and all. Moving on to the last couple on the 4Ks. We've got Rocketman, obviously, today's right next to Robin Hood, which is another Taron Egerton movie. Got the Schindler's List 25th anniversary 4K 3-disc collection, which was really nice. I've seen Big Paulie pick that one up and a couple other people that I watch, like Blue View. Then we have the Skyscraper Steelbook with the 4K and the Blu-ray as well. Really good movie. Not as good as Rampage. I enjoyed Rampage more, to be honest. I love that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Steelbook. It's the last one we've got. Gorgeous. Stand By Me. And then last shelf. Somebody left their rotten tissue down there. There's the Thor 4K that everybody's been looking for. The Iron Man was probably up there as well, but I missed it. Transformers 5 movie collection. Westworld Widows is $24.99. Buy one get one free. Got the X-Men, and that's really it for 4Ks. So just on HMV, Poundland, and British Art Foundation. Just gonna go out and CX, and that's the last shop of the day, I think. Might pop into B&M, have a look at all the pots and stuff. Let you know. Alright. See you CX. Now we're in CX, just having a quick look at the 4Ks, obviously. Got some good deals on them. Elite is 18 quid, Endgame's 22, Cold Pursuit's a tenner. Got Detective Pikachu with a slip for 18 quid. Rocketman First for 20. And then Aladdin for 20 as well. Fifth Wave for 2 quid with Chloe Grace Moretz, I think. Full James Bond collection for 42 quid on Blu-ray in CX here. And I've got all the Aladdins obviously for 12 quid. Quite a good deal. Assassin's Creed from earlier. Got the Avengers 4 movie collection for 28. Battleship, the rental version for 50p. Really enjoyed that movie with Alexander Skarsgård and the guy that's in John Carter. I can remember his name. Probably see it again in a minute. Black Sails with obviously Toby Stephens. Start, we have the Batman Anthology collection for 12 quid. Black Sails again, series 1 and 2 for 12 quid on Amazon Prime, obviously that is. And we've got the last Narnia movie that they made for 2 quid. Like the first one, but the rest of them are pretty shit. Conan, and I think that's the Momoa version for free. It's the 3D, 2D and 3D for £1.50. Watched that on Netflix, that was pretty good. Got Chucky the 7 movie collection for 32 quid. And then we've got Dumbo, 12 quid, the 3D, no slip though. Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Stallone, one of my mum's favourite movies. Pretty good price for that, I think. Actually, I think that one was pretty expensive. It was about £5. Dorian Gray, if anybody remembers that, for £1.50. I've got the New Dread with Carl Urban. Detective Pikachu for 15 quid. No, without a card. And Dumbo again. Dirty Dancing, 4 quid. Pretty good deals in this week. I've got the Escape Plan. The lenticular cover for £1.50. The first one's the best one. The other ones, I've seen a couple of the other ones, they're pretty trash. Saw the second one, I lost all interest. Fifth Element, that's a big price for that. Tenner Blu-ray, although a lot of people like it. And obviously I've spotted Elvira for a tenner. Elephant Man with Anthony Hopkins. Frozen Planet for £3.50 for all you DA fans, or ATs as the street men call him, David Attenborough. Fury there as well. A couple of the other ones. Glass there for a tenner. The Green Mile for a £5. Original Ghost Rider extended cut with Nick Cage for 2 quid. Godzilla, got the 3D of that out of Poundland for about the same price. And we have all the Game of Thrones on Blu-ray, pretty cheap. Ghost in the Shell, what the movie was based on. Its Hobbit cover is really good. I've seen another Hobbit cover in there that looked like a book before, with just Frodo on the front, and that was a 3D. But that lenticular is really nice, just turns between Frodo? Where did I say Frodo? Bilbo, obviously. Flits between him and Gollum. Howl's Moving Castle there. Journey to the Centre of the Earth. John Carter, 3D. For some unknown reason, when I first saw it, it was John Carpenter. Don't ask me why, I thought it was John Carpenter. John Wick collection still there. Lady in the Water from Shyamalan. We've got Lee Evans there, one of Lee Evans' shows for £1.50. And Logan. And Led Zeppelin, one of their concerts. And the Last Witch Hunter in a black case with a lenticular cover for 2 quid. Those first couple of movies, Megamind, Fathead, Will Ferrell, that's a good movie, underrated animated movie. Then we've got all 3 MCU boxes, the collector's boxes, really good. Although 2 should be where 3 is and vice versa. Somebody's cocked up there. Outlander with Jim Caviezel, or however you say that guy's name. Never heard of that one before. Pirates, full movie collection for a tenner. Bit outdated considering there's the 5th one. That's probably why it's such a low price. Old Pet Sematary, not the new one. So if you want to buy both, there you go. Prison Break, the complete series for 25 quid. Quiet Place on there. And Rush once again, see that everywhere by the looks of it. And I got the Ultimate Rambo collection for 15 quid. All 4. Including the 2008 one. And Rocky there for 15 and all. Spartacus, War of the Damned, TV series, really good. Yeah, we're getting towards the end now. We're obviously in the S's. Got the original Spider-Man trilogy with Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire for 8 quid. That Phil Loki Blu-ray I've just picked up. I keep seeing that in Poundland for £2 in Lincoln. So if you want it, there's a better deal out there for you. And then we're right near the end. We've got Us down there for a tenner. The new Jordan Peele movie. Venom for 8 quid. Woman in Black for 50p because nobody seems to want to buy it anymore. And the X-Men trilogy, but there's nothing really on the spine, so you wouldn't know what it was anyway. That's why I was a bit like, what the fuck's this? When I picked it up. Then yeah, these are the last ones really. Now we're getting into the DVDs. So yeah, that's really it for CEX. I'm going to move on now. So, just finished the CEX. Cars have started up. Prick. Anyway, just finished the CEX. Just going to go to B&M, get some lunch. And just see if they've got any decent pops or anything. And that's it really. See you in B&M as soon as that. So ladies and gents, I was on the way to B&M, and while I was there, I know I talked about the stump earlier, but I just thought I'd show you the scale of it, like up close, and show you like the boards and stuff. And I've got this really nice like memorial right in front of me that I thought you might enjoy. Those of you that have been to Boston, this is probably fucking boring as shit, but still, like for those that haven't, for this. Is that bad boy? There you go. And then, like I say, it's a stump. Look at that bad boy, all the way up there. Fucking massive. Yeah. And walk up to the boards, see what's occurring. There you go. Remember your loved ones. Yeah, that's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Just what we want to see on your day out. There you go. I'll go over here, have a quick look at the sign, and then we'll head off to B&M. So yeah, here's the sign wing, I think. And there's the bit about the Puritan path. Just see all the stones behind me in a minute, I'll show you in a sec. There you go, if anybody's interested. Bit of a history lesson. Yeah, and then just as I'm walking down here, there's the path, just there, all them stones there. That couple there. There you go. And yeah, there's the stump once again. So yeah, so next thing up, like I say, that was just a quick little detour from Blu-Ray Hunting. So the next thing up, like I say, is going to be B&M, just quick, so I can get my lunch and have a look at the pops and shit. And then, yeah, I think it's nearly home time, you know. Alright, I'll see you in B&M. In case that didn't give away. So yeah, last stop of the day, and then home time, and get this edited before we're late tonight. So yeah, here's B&M. There's the Halloween bits. Let's see you at the toilet. Yeah, this is B&M. We'll find the pops in a second. I think they might be down this end. These them. There's some down at the bottom. There's Ginner's. Cassian, Catwoman, Antiope from Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's. What's this behind? Yeah, just a ton of Rogue One ones. There's some Doctor Who. If anybody's interested. Some Harry Potter. There's the Lego part. What else have we got? Got the DC Comics designer series. I've got a few of these. There's Darwin Cook, Green Lantern, Greg Capullo, Two-Face, Catwoman, a couple others. And I think that's it for B&M. I don't think there's really anything else, so yeah. That's that. That's B&M done, so I shall see you back on the bus in 5-10 minutes. See you in a bit. So, ladies and gents, I've just got in off the bus. It's just a quick thing. I wanted to show you my Blu-ray pickups, and rather than just going, here you go, have it, I thought I'd show it from a top-down perspective. Ignore the mic over here. It's just to pick some bits and bobs up. So, yeah, I only got a couple to bring home with me today. 3 or 4, well 4 exactly. So yeah, there's 2 from Poundland, 1 from the British Art Foundation, funnily enough, and 1 from HMV. So not many other blue tubers, if that's what you want to call them, do the actual unwrappings. They just literally just show you, oh, this is what I've got, that's it, and they save the rest for it. But I think the unwrapping of the Blu-rays is the best part. So I'm going to unwrap them in front of you because it's like Christmas. It always reminds me of Christmas. So without further ado, let me start yammering on and let me get on with it. So we'll start with the first one I got. So National Treasure 2. I'll spin it that way so you guys can see it. So I love both the National Treasure movies. We've got them both on DVD upstairs. I only paid $2.99 if you can see for it. I love these movies. It's probably one of the main Nicolas Cage movies that I actually think he's really good in and isn't just like pissing about, if that makes sense. So yeah, so first up, let me open it. Use the teeth. It's properly sealed from British Art Foundation and all, which makes a change. Usually theirs are pretty battered, beaten, whatever you want to call it. So get rid of all the plastic. So yeah, so that's the disc. That's the front. That's the back. I'm gonna open it up. Make sure there ain't any codes first. Make sure. No. So that's the inside. Like that. I'll put it back my way. So you got this thing here. This is Blu-ray disc, and then you see the front. The disc. So yeah, that's pretty good. There's that one. For $2.99 I can't complain. Next one up is one of the only game movies that I think is any good that came from Poundland, as you can see. Assassin's Creed 3D. I saw this on Netflix a couple of months ago actually, and it's alright. It's not the best of the best. My mum and dad seem to like it quite a lot, but me, I was like, it's good. It's one of the better gaming movies, along with like Tomb Raider, but still. Yeah. Let me get it open. But yeah, Blu-ray. It's 3D. Wish they'd given you a slip for it, but you don't expect them in Poundland, do you? So yeah, let me get into this one. Sorry about the loud noise. For breaking the plastic. There we go. Turned into a fucking ASMR channel now. So yeah, so 3D and the normal. So oh, that's not for you guys. I knew that was going to happen. No. So yeah, so you got that, the code and the 2 discs. I'll put the code down there. That's for me. And now I've got these 2. So you got the normal disc and the 3D. Because this is the first time I'm doing it, I don't know which perspective you guys are going to see it from, so I'll do it both ways. So yeah, so you got the normal Blu-ray there, and this is the 3D. It's got some nice artwork. Most of the time, like the Disney ones, they're like, what's his face is, what do you call it, plain discs that just say the name on them. So yeah, so that's the second pickup of the day. Got on to the next one. This is kind of a rare one. I've never seen the Alien movies, and I've never really like even put thought into it, but like, because of how cheap it was and how rare it looked, even if it's just a collector's edition. Yeah, and it's the Prometheus one. No, the last pickup was not Independence Day. You'll probably see in the video throughout the hunt that I was looking for the Independence Day movie. No, didn't get it. Changed my mind because I got this instead. So yeah, I wish they wouldn't stick the fucking stickers on the what do you call it? The slip. Yeah, it's a 3-disc collector's edition from Ridley Scott's Prometheus. It's not my type of thing, but doesn't mean like I can't appreciate it and put it on the shelf. And if I'm not going to watch it, I'll give it to a family member for £2. They ain't going to kick off. I don't know yet, might watch it. Oh, get into it. Oh, they don't make these things easy to get into. Yeah. Feels like unbox therapy now. This is the best part. I don't know why nobody else does it, or nobody else has thought about it. Maybe it's shit. Maybe you guys will tell me it's shit when you watch it, but I think it's the best part. It's like Christmas. Because that's what I always end up getting for Christmas. Right, before we go any further, I've got a little bit more plastic down here. Before we go any further, let me check there's not a code in here. No, we don't look like it anyway. Right, anyway, so that's the front cover, which is exactly the same as the slip. Do it that way and then that way for you lot. So yeah, so exactly like the slip. So the first disc is the 3D. I'll flip it that way as well so you can see it. It's the 3D. Then we have the normal disc. Turn it around as well, so you can see it both sides. And then, last but not least, is the special features disc. There you go. I say because I don't know what angle you lot are going to be at yet. So that's that. That's the second to last pickup for the day. That was another £2, so that wasn't too bad. That's one to go in the pile. And yeah, so final one, this week's Blu-ray that came out. So I had the choice. I had Aladdin or this. I wasn't too sure on Aladdin, whereas I've heard nothing but rave reviews for this, and I like Elton John's music and I liked Bohemian Rhapsody, even though people have said it's not as good. I still want to watch it. I'd take this over Aladdin. So yeah, let's get into this bad boy. Let me check there's no codes. There's a bit of paper, a bit of plastic lurking in there. Let me check there's no codes. No, and as per usual, bland boring disc that just says Rocketman. But yeah, so that was today's pickups, really. The 4 of them. I'll flip them around so you can see them all. Move the mic out of the way a sec. Move them that way, and then for whichever angle you lot are at, I'll figure it out when I edit. But yeah, so that's that really. That's everything. Now I'm gonna whoosh back to the normal camera setup. And I'm just going to finish off the video for you guys, so I'll see you in a second. So, ladies and gents, obviously I've just got back in, I've just shown you my pickups for the week, I've shown you, I've unwrapped them, I've collated everything together, essentially. So, yeah, that's the end of my first Blu-ray hunt. Hope you enjoyed. any feedback you want to leave me, good, bad, negative, good, bad, negative is the same thing, constructive, anything, I'm open to it. It's my first one, like I say, so not everything's going to be perfect, and because it's my first one, it might be a little bit too long. So because it's the first time I've done it, I want to show you everything that is in the shops rather than just going, right, yeah, this is the new stuff, bollocks to it. So I wanted to do that. So yeah, so I'm just sat here drinking my mug of tea. Gorgeous, turned into an ASMR channel. Talking like this, I'm in your ears. No, I'm joking, but yeah, that's really it. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Just be up here. Next week's Blu-ray pickups, I checked while I was in HMV, was X-Men Dark Phoenix. So that'll be the theme of what next week's will be about. And Vikings season 6, I think he said, but I won't pick up Vikings because they haven't got the rest of them. But yeah, Dark Phoenix will be next week. I might pick Aladdin up at the same time and do like a double whammy, and then see if I've got anything new in Poundland and CEX. If I feel like it, and I'm pretty lucky, I might end up going to Lincoln next week rather than Boston. So I'll see how much time I've got, and I might end up going there instead. And rather than showing you the whole shops because it's a local, I'll just show you all the new releases and deals and stuff they've got on. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Oh yeah, last thing, I just want to put this at the end. People have been asking about when Entertainment Perfection's coming out. Soon, that's the only word I can give you. I've done quite a lot of editing on it. I'm about a third of the way through it. I don't want to spoil what it is, but it's going to be quite a long, it's turned more into a documentary than it has like a 20-minute episode breaking down a film. It's quite a long one, and you'll see why when I upload it. But I don't want to spoil it because it won't be what people are expecting. Unless I've already said it before, then I'm just a fucking muppet, and but still, that's the idea anyway. It's coming soon. As soon as it's finished, I'll probably put up a little teaser like I did last time, just to say like Entertainment Perfection coming tomorrow, or Entertainment Perfection coming tonight, or Entertainment Perfection coming Friday, if you know what I mean. I've got a couple of days to myself. Once this is edited and uploaded, I've got a couple of days to myself just to do nothing. Tomorrow, Wednesday the 2nd, and Thursday the 3rd before 9 o'clock-ish, because I've got something on Thursday night. In those next 2 days, I'm literally sat down doing nothing, so I'm going to hammer through as much of Entertainment Perfection as I can, and then that should be that. But yeah, that's really everything I wanted to cover with you guys. Like I say, hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.